So I request Swami Chetanananda to present his part 2 of Sri Sarada Devi and Divine Plato.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण समस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. I bow down to the Divine Mother who dwells in all human beings as Mother. We bow down to her again and again. Namo Namaha. It is a beautiful hymn in Chanji, Glory of the Divine Mother. Namo Namaha. Namo means no mama, not me, you. We say Namo, Namaste, Namo. Namo means no mama, I am no, not me, you, Lord, Mother. There are 4 times this Nama have been mentioned. Namastasya, 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 Namo Namaha. 4 times Nama. Why? Once is enough? No. It is the Divine Mother who manifested in gross form this whole universe which is seen. Same human Divine Mother manifested in subtle form, mind, inner world, we do not see it. Same Divine Mother manifested in causal form, cosmic ignorance, cosmic Maya. Same Divine Mother is transcendental, Brahman. That is the reason 4 times we say Namastasya, 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 Namo Namaha. So, in the morning I told you some of the characteristics of this book, Sri Sarada Devi and her Divine Play. I was thinking that before if I start each chapter, how I can visualize the Mother. I am telling you some of the secrets which you do not know, so that you may get interest to know more about her. You see, first I imagined the concepts. It took me months before I started the book. First, do you know what they do in India, how they make this image? They put a bamboo stick and then they put some straw. Over the straw they put some clay. Then 1 month the artists go away. Then they again come. They put second layer of clay and they put head and all these things and hands and all these things they put. Then again they go. Again they come back. Then they put the white color all over the body and then they started to paint. It is to make the image, it takes time to make one stage to the other. So I first make the structure. My structure must be right. If the structure is wrong, then I cannot put flesh, bone, all this here and all those things. I have to imagine. It is very interesting how a book comes into existence. So, before each chapter I meditated and found how I look at it. For example, when I was working on the 2 flowers on one stem. Do you know what did I imagine? Listen. Bhagartha vibho sampraktau bhagartha pratipattai jagata pitaru vande parvati parameshwaru. I imagine the Raghuvamsham of Kalidasa, the great medieval Sanskrit poet. Do you know what does he say? He says, as the word and its meaning are interconnected, word and its meaning are interconnected. And one cannot exist without the other. So the Divine Mother Parvati and the Supreme Lord Shiva are eternally connected, like power and the possessor of power. I bow down to the parents of the universe. That chapter I imagine that way. Parvati and Parameshwar, Shiva. So each chapter I meditated and I found a suitable shloka, verse, which will suit there. A lot of imagination, and imagination becomes realization, you see. Then, as I told you in the morning, some mother's book, when she passed away, their book ends. I did not stop there. I make the story continuous. When Christopher Richard wrote Sri Ramakrishna's biography, do you know what first chapter? The story begins. What is in the last chapter? The story continues. I do not want mother's life should end there. It must continue. Where? In the veins of humanity, in the imagination of human beings. You see, Jesus passed away 2,000 years ago. Still, artists, sculptors, writers, they are imagining and writing and writing and writing. Endless. When a person dies, what happens? Oh, a few days your relatives will think of you, then you go. Nobody will think of it. You might have some pictures at home. But these divine beings, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Jesus, Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, their story continues. That is the way I imagine. Story continues. Epilogue, I mentioned to you that how the people who came and acted in divine drama of Holy Mother, what happened to them? So I brought few people. I did not bring all the monks, then it would be another problem. These are dangers, you know. So I mainly Nolini, Maku, Radhu, then Bhanu, Mashi, Pishi, and Bhanu, Joginma, Gulapma, then Annapurna's mother, then the robber who attacked Holy Mother, his life story also I brought here. So all these things will satisfy you. Hey, this thing happened. How their lives are transformed. That I wanted to see. That you will find in this book. Then mother's routine. That is extremely important. I want to see you through your routine. What do you do whole day? A divine incarnation, a divine being, how they lead their lives. So what did they do? Sometimes mother's 3-4 disciples wrote her routine in Janamaj in Kamarpukur. Some of the biographers, they briefly concised it, they paraphrased it, 4, and make 1. I did not do that. I put all 4 there. So this person says something, he did not say that. He says something, he did not do it. So I want to see the whole picture. Another thing, it is easy to paraphrase. But do you know what is difficult? But I did not do it. I want to hear what Holy Mother said. Her exact words I want to know. So when they will find quote, 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 and I gave all the references, so I can see what she said. You will not get to hear through me, you hear from her direct. That I wanted to do. The reader should not know Mother through me. The reader should know from her directly. That is quite a task. What happens? You see, her reminiscences are some of the things she is saying. I did not take the old translation. Some translations I did not like. I translated by myself. So that makes me very happy. Sometimes I tell you frankly. I worked very hard to describe Mother's, the last chapter of the book. I'm just giving you first a glimpses. Later on I shall tell you the highlights of each chapter of this book. I brought Mother to Calcutta. Sarada Devi immediately brought all best doctors in Calcutta. They have a team, medical team, the allopathic, homeopathic, Kobiraji, Ayurvedic. 3 sets of doctors. We are trying utmost to save a life. So, which stage, which doctor took over, that also you will find in this book. What kind of treatment goes on, as if you were there. What kind of medicine they put, how the medicine was made, Ayurvedic medicine. What kind of diet she had, how many times she was eating, taking. All those things you can visualize those things. Then about the cover, that also before I forget. This picture, I took this picture in perhaps 1982 or 86. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I went to the roof of the Ramakrishna Mission's office with telephoto lens. At that time, the visitors have not entered the monastery. They will enter at 4 o'clock. I do not want to see any human beings. I want to see Mother's temple and the trees, Ganges, the other side, Calcutta. Because Sri Ramakrishna told her, Kolkata look there, dekho. Please look after the Calcutta people. Calcutta people means the people, the world, regular people, human beings who are turmoil in Maya and all over the world. They are Calcutta people. Engrossed in the worldly life. They are Calcutta people. So please look after the Calcutta. So I am showing that Mother is still looking after the Calcutta people, Ganges. That Mother's last part I brought first part. And first part, her birth I brought in the last part. The Jairambati. This Jairambati you will not see anymore. Why? Brick building, 2 story, 3 story. Holy Mother's time, all thatched houses. Mud building. There is not a region, there is not a single house made with bricks during Holy Mother's time. Even the Shingavani temple also, brick building, thatched house. So I want to take you, see, 1850s, in that time, Jairambati. Nearly 150 years back, I want to take your mind there, so that you can get a glimpse. Oh, now, how much, then photographs. As I told you, nearly 125 photographs are there. Those photographs will take you to this time and these attendants on all those things. I want to make Mother not past, present. Then toward the appendix, I put 5 appendix. First, Mother's photographs. There are nearly 35 to 36 photographs of Mother I have. And first 3 photographs were taken by the help of Mrs. Oli Wood, an American woman. It was 1898. She went to Holy Mother and said, Mother, I shall go back to America. I want to worship Mother's picture. Will you be agreeable to have your photo, to take your photograph? Mother was very happy at that time. Do you know why? Swami Chetanananda was dying. He was very sick. So unwillingly, she gave consent. So the photograph was taken. Her first photograph was taken when she was 45 years old. The picture you see, worship picture, that was taken in 1898 November. She was 45 years old. There you will find vivid description how the photographs were taken. The 3 photographs are taken. That you will find in America. Very interesting. American people, it is their contribution that we got this picture. She is the Devi Murti. The way Nivedita puts, you have to understand, she does not use any blouse or petticoat. Only one sari. Do you know what Nivedita did? She put a chador around her chest area and then put her one sari, she put her cloth here down from the right side, and here is you will find there is a septic in there. I vividly described how this photograph was taken. You know, people will tell you all those details. I did a lot of research on that. The second appendix and third appendix are mother's last days diaries from Sarada Swami Nirlepananda. Nirlepananda was the grandson of Yoginma. Details, what every day, how much temperature, those things he will know. Fourth journey to Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna journeyed only 9 times. Holy Mother journeyed to Calcutta 29 times. 9 times during Sri Ramakrishna's lifetime. They are married nearly 27 years, but they lived together only around about 10 years. All these details that how, what month to what month they are going. Not only that, in what route she was taking. How she was going to Dakshineshwar. First 5-6 times she went on foot. Next, she came to Bardwan. At that time, rail line can come to Calcutta to Bardwan. Bardwan is nearly 67 miles. Bardwan to Kamarpukur, Jaramati, 35 miles. Either on foot or bullock cart. Then, once in her life, she traveled with Sri Ramakrishna by boat. That route you will find. Over there in the beginning, in the last, you will see the map. And last, of course, we took some help from the Google. A lot of change. Google has changed the route even. And the last, when the Vishnupur came, the train came to Vishnupur. Calcutta to Vishnupur overnight train, then Vishnupur to Jaramati 28 miles, bullock cart. The speed 3 miles per hour, 2.5 to 3 miles per hour. So it nearly came 12 hours from Vishnupur to Calcutta, Vishnupur to Jaramati. All these details you will find her journey. Then you will find chronology, glossary, reference, index, all those things you will find it. Some pictures I took, very historical picture. In 1912, when Holy Mother went to Jarambaji, she donated 10 rupees to Ramakrishna Mission Home of Service Hospital. They never spent that money. 10 rupee, George the 6th or 5th, that British, that note, money bill, is still the same. So that picture you will find it here. How she would travel. She had a tin box. And below some of her belongings, and top there is some kind of compartment, and there she used to put Sri Ramakrishna's picture. Wherever she goes, she carries Sri Ramakrishna's picture. That she will put on the box and worship. Who first started worship of Sri Ramakrishna? No monks, no devotees. It was Sri Holy Mother first started Ramakrishna worship. In Nahawat, she got a picture of Sri Ramakrishna from the cook and she put it there, one of the first generation of that photograph. She used to worship. One day Sri Ramakrishna entered there, hello, what are you doing? He saw that his own picture is in his wife's room, she was worshipping. She took that picture and put some flowers and worshipped himself and just put it there. So all those stories you will find. Another interesting thing, she was She did not have so-called formal education, but she is very, very interesting person. If anybody writes a letter to her, she will answer. She, in her collection, you will find ministry through correspondence. I created a new chapter. Do you know why? How she kept in touch with the people through correspondence. There are 335 letters she wrote, through others, of course, her disciples, her nieces, sometimes but there are 2 letters I put it there she wrote by herself. We can exactly see her handwriting. Those things are very, very important to me. Of course, you know Sri Ramakrishna would sign his name, Sri Godadha Chattopadhyay, Sham Kamar Kuku. Sri Ramakrishna wrote. Not only that, Sri Ramakrishna copied several scripts. Those are all in the Lummat archives. When sometimes Sri Ramakrishna used to make a joke. You know, Narendra thinks, the things I am illiterate, but I know the alphabet. And I can sign my name. I know the alphabet, I know Ka, you know, I can sign my name, and Narendra says that I am illiterate. And that Narendra said, I do not come to you to learn anything. What do you know? I read so many things. Same Narendra came to Sri Ramakrishna and said, do you have any medicine so that I can forget what I have learned? But it's Swamiji. One day Swamiji made a beautiful remark. You know, I have never seen any in my life that who could take a human mind and grab it and squeeze it and can give any shape he likes. Only Ramakrishna could do it. He could take a person's mind and can squeeze it and shape it. Swamiji said that. What next? Let me see. In my preface, I write a little bit so that you can understand that really, how can Mother help me? Why should I read her book or write? How can she help me? Holy Mother's simple and pure life inspires us. Her modesty and humility overwhelm us. Her love and compassion conquer our hearts. Her struggle and suffering strengthen us to face all ordeals and crises of life. Her contentment and indifference to poverty make us ashamed when we complain and become disgruntled over small things. Her forbearance and acceptance of various ailments, dysentery, malaria, rheumatism, and cholera, encourage us to endure our illness silently. Her grace and forgiveness convey her divinity to us. Her truthfulness and steadiness convince us that we can rely on her. Her common sense and presence of mind show us how to be practical. Her unselfish service and complete self-surrender are models for our own lives. She demonstrated the highest truths of Vedanta in her daily life and harmoniously reconciled her contemplative life with the active life. The Mother Divine Life is a beacon for lost and weary souls in this world. Her life and her message help the downtrodden and depressed, as well as those who have lost hope in trying to find meaning in life. Innumerable people are receiving peace and bliss, solace and succor from her simple life and practical teachings. Truly, while Ramakrishna's life was one of condensed spirituality that may be compared to the snow in the Himalayas, Holy Mother's life was one of flowing spirituality, like the water of the Ganges. Melted snow turns to water, but they are the same substance. One is solid and the other is liquid. We cannot see the physical forms of Ramakrishna or Holy Mother, but their lives and teachings are living in the hearts of countless people all over the world. Millions and millions of people in the East and the West. Now think of and meditate on them daily. Every great religious personality gives shelter, rest, and peace to all. Referring to those great souls, Michelet wrote in the Bible of Humanity, man must rest, get his breath, refresh himself by the great living wells which keep the freshness of the eternal. That I wrote in the preface. Krishna says in the Gita, Janma karma chame divyam evam jo vetti tattata. My birth and my action are divine. Those who know it fully, they know me. Holy Mother's birth is really different than all of us. She told, and almost her mother also mentioned, that while coming from Shihur, she was under a tree and the little girl came from a bale tree and embraced her and said, here I come. And she lost consciousness. That is the way she became pregnant. At that time, Holy Mother's father was in Calcutta. You see, Christian people are very proud of virgin birth. We find Sri Ramakrishna's father was in Goya, and his light came from the image of Shiva in Kamarpukur, Yogi Shiva temple, entered the womb of Chandramani Devi. That is the way she conceived Sri Ramakrishna. Their birth is very unusual. Next thing I sometimes smile about Sri Ramakrishna's marriage. News spread, Ramakrishna has become crazy in Dakshineshwar. He moves around naked, day and night, calling Ma, Ma, Ma. Sri Ramakrishna's mother in Kamarpukur was very much concerned about her son. She wanted to bring her son back home. Ramakrishna came. Then they were thinking that if we arrange his marriage, then he will be normal. You see, that is the way we think. Just put in Bengali, do you know what I'm saying? They ghade ekta meye chapiye, sob thik hoye jabe. Mane put a girl on his shoulder, he will be normal. Ghade ekta meye chapiye de, sob normal hoye jabe. So, marriage, and now what happened? Some Bengali expressions are very funny. And marriage, you see, you need dowry. And nowadays, if the boys are more, then girls will get dowry. If the girls are more, then the boys will get dowry, you see. So, Sri Ramakrishna's family was very poor. They took loan 300 rupees to give dowry to Holy Mother's family. I made a joke. Do you know what they said? If you want a grown-up, 14, 15 years old girl, very expensive. But Holy Mother only 5 years old. She is less expensive. Only 300. Sri Ramakrishna could not afford to get a grown-up mature girl. Cheap. Then Sri Sri Ramakrishna again went back to Dakshineshwar, and marriage took place in 1859. Holy Mother was born December 1854. So he was only 5 years, some few months old. Sri Ramakrishna visited few times, very short, they stayed together. Then when she became 18, bas, village rumor and gossip. Oh, Shamar me, Pagula Shungi Biyu. And Shama Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother's mother, her daughter married with a crazy fellow. If somebody you go to take bath in the same pond, other villages are there and pointing you, young, beautiful girl. That girl is married with that person. Crazy. It hurt. She was humble. Outside, the moment goes, people sympathize her with very harsh remarks. So she decided to come to Dakshineshwar to see herself, that whether her husband was really crazy or not. Her father accompanied her. She came. Look, this is very, very important, that how Sri Ramakrishna received Holy Mother. Uridu, এই প্রথম আসছে, দিনক্ষণ দেখেছে তো। Sri Ramakrishna was telling his nephew Hriday that this is the first time she is coming. Did she consult the almanac and pick up the auspicious time? That's the first thing she heard from her husband. Oh, my husband is, he cares for me. The moment she entered the room, it was 9 o'clock at night. On her way, she had high fever, malaria. Oof, how hardly she came to Dakshineshwar. Whole body full of aches and pain, temperature. তুমি এসেছো, বেশ করেছো. You have come very well. That is the second sentence. Third sentence, Ure madhur pete de, madhur pete de. Sri Ramakrishna's room, there is no furniture. Hey, bring a mat, spread a mat for her on the floor. That is the third sentence. Fourth sentence, the moment he heard that she had temperature, fever, oof, you have come so late. I am sorry that I shall not be able to take care of you like Mothur. Mothur passed away 6 months ago. Mothur died July 1871. Our Holy Mother, March 1872. This is the thing going on. So, if Mothur were alive, he would take care of you so well. That is the fifth sentence. Then, it was almost 10 o'clock, no food. There are no restaurants in Dakshineshwar. It is a remote village. Hriday brought some puffed rice. So she ate some puffed rice and drank some Ganges water. I can visualize. In dark room, no electricity. Oil lamp or a kerosene lantern. She was eating puffed rice and drank a glass of water. With her, her father was there and some other women companions. They came to Calcutta to have bath, holy bath in the Ganges during Chaitanya's birthday. That was the auspicious day, Dol Purnima. Then Holy Mother said, now let me go back to my mother-in-law's place in Nahabad, the concert tower. No, you stay in my room. It will be difficult for the doctor to go there. You stay in my room. The bed was made on the floor. Sri Ramakrishna's room is very quite big, you have seen in Dakshineshwar. So on the floor, bed was made and her another woman companion stayed in the same place. At that time she was thinking, my husband is not mad. My husband is loving and caring. She had two fears. One fear was, how my husband is mad, out of mind. Second fear, he will reject me. Why? He is a monk. Sri Ramakrishna took sannyas in 1864. I am talking about now 1872. 8 years after, my husband will reject me. You see, women can bear many things, but rejection from the husband, which is very heartbreaking, extremely heartbreaking. My husband will reject me. He did not reject me. He asked me to stay in his room. That's it. She was relieved and went to bed and slept. You know, these things, when you read, you can see that what is going on in her mind. Next 8 months, Sri Ramakrishna kept her in his room. Some people misunderstand that they are sleeping on the same bed. Actually, there are two beds are there. One is high, another is a little low. The low one, Sri Ramakrishna used to sit and talk. So Sri Holy Mother slept on the lower bed and the higher bed. The pictures you will find in this book, the pictures are there. Anyhow, that is very interesting thing to see that these two souls, how they move. Then, next, we really feel how Holy Mother lived in Norway. I put a graphic description. Do you know which is the main problem when Brahman is bathroom? If there is that backside near Nahabat is jungle. And Holy Mother, village women are very shy. She could not even go to the bathroom. She was suppressed. That is the reason she had various kinds of physical problems. Sometimes she take bath, she could not dry her hair, getting a headache. At 3 o'clock when all people sleep, she would go to the veranda and on the steps sitting there and dry her hair. When we read these things, then you can compare that, you can compare your life with mother's life. Very, very. Then, as I said, they lived, married 27 years, but they lived together nearly 10 years. Then she served her husband, Sri Ramakrishna passed away in 1886. Then she went for pilgrimage in Vrindavan, Ajodhya, Hardwar, some holy places of India. And then she came back to Kamarpur. That 1 year was very hard on her. I wrote the chapter, Ordeals in Kamarpur. She is supposed to get Sri Ramakrishna's pension, 7 rupees per month from Dakshineshwar Kali Temple. But Trilokya Vishwas, Muthu's son, stopped it. She got wrong information that Ramakrishna's disciples taking care of her. She doesn't need money. She had very hard time. Torn clothes, not sufficient food. Only they have some rice and some vegetables from the own kitchen garden. Very hard time. Even she doesn't have money to buy salt. When we read that section, tears come from our eyes. Then the disciples came to know about it. They are also mendicants. They did not have money. But Gulapma, Joginma, Balaram's wife, they came forward and just helped mother. And they took her for pilgrimage. So he went to Puri and other places. Then she practiced Panchadama. You see, still grief was biting her heart. If she felt the pang of separation from Sri Ramakrishna. Why should I be in this world? Her mind was soaring high to go again to her own abode. You see, if there is no attachment, mind, whoosh, it goes up. We are in this world because of our attachment. She doesn't have any attachment. So mind was soaring high. At that time, what happened? She practiced Panchatapa. Panchatapa is a special kind of austerity. All four sides there will be fire and the scorching sun from the above. From sunrise to sunset you sit there and repeat mantra. That she did for a week. Hard austerity. That burned all of her anguish and anxiety. Then life continued. She could not stay in Kamakapur for long. She moved to Jairambati with her mother. And lived with her. You will have to understand, she is 35 years old, single woman. It is not easy. I wrote about Hinduism in our society. If you are widow, if you have no child, you will be like a maid servant in your husband's family. Very pathetic life. But she generally, slowly things change. She has 3 caretakers, 3 monks, Yogananda, Trigunatītananda and Sarada. She mostly lived in Jairambati or Calcutta and sometimes for pilgrimage. Then slowly the disciples used to rent a house for her in Calcutta area or Belur area. Just rent. She doesn't. I used to call her just homeless. It hurt Swami Chetanananda. She built for that reason 2 houses, one in Jairambati for mothers, so that she can have freedom, and one house in Calcutta, Udbodha. She must have freedom. She must have her own house. Very, very interesting that how the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna looked after her. There are so many stories of Trigunatītananda about mothers. So their love is incomparable. Then as I told him, okay, in 1900, Radhu was born, Mahamaya's Maya, who Sri Ramakrishna appeared before her. Sri Ramakrishna, look after that girl. She is the Yogamaya. You will have to understand what Yogamaya means. When divine incarnation comes, she played with her Yogamaya, with his Yogamaya. Yogamaya helps the divine incarnation to complete his mission. So Holy Mother's mission will be completed through this girl. That is called Yogamaya. Those who have seen that Krishna DVD, whenever Krishna is in trouble, calling Yogamaya, make my movement free from trouble. And she comes, immediately solve the problem. It's Yogamaya. In the Ras Panchadhyaya, in the Bhagavata, the first mantra, Bhagavan Opitam Tam Ratri Shardat Pulla Mallika Viksharantu Manaschakri Yogamaya Upasritaham. Bhagavan Opidaratri, God, Son, Krishna Raslila. This full moon night, Krishna promised to the gopis, I shall play with you. So seeing the full moon night, he attracted his Yogamaya, made himself many and played all the gopis. All Yogamaya. So this girl is the Yogamaya of Holy Mother. Of things gave a lot of trouble to her, but she did her mission, she did her part very well. Then Holy Mother traveled Rameshwaram. She traveled for 7 or 8 states of India. She traveled. Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, UP, Rajasthan. That's 8 states she traveled. I want to see whether she went for any shopping or not. She went for shopping. She went for shopping in Rameshwaram. What did she buy? Some pictures of Rameshwaram, Rameshwar Shiva, and brought to Jairambati and gave to Swami Chetanananda and asked him, put this picture in Goalpada Ashrama. Mother, we have so many pictures. No, put this picture also. We have your picture and Sri Ramakrishna's picture. We don't need any other picture. No, my son, put this picture and put on the wall. She did some shopping and bought a pencil for Radhu. Then she went to Bangalore. Sometimes I am telling you some highlights of this book. She was sitting on a rock. She was watching the sunset. Those who are from Bangalore, they know that Holy Mother's rock. They made a beautiful place. Swami Prabhudanandaji, when he was the head of that center, many people go there for meditation. So seeing the setting sun, when Swami Ramakrishnananda heard about it, he ran and he fell at her feet and chanted Om Sarva Mangala Mangalli Shivi Sarvartha Sadhike, that prayer mantra of the Divine Mother. Ma Parvat Bashini hoyechen. Mother is now the indweller of the mountain. That means Parvati, Devi Durga. Beautiful. That scene is worth seeing, you know. Then she went to Varanasi in 1912. Some people have some difficulty to understand the activities of the Ramakrishna Mission. Do you know what is our problem? Our problem is we are Vedanta monks, I am Brahman, I am not going to do any work. That's. You feed me and I think I am Brahman. But the activities, because aim has a little problem. Aim says, Sri Ramakrishna said, first realize God, then work. And Swamiji said, work is worship. Work. Whom should you obey, follow? You see, Holy Mother, the Ramakrishna Mission Home Service Hospital, Holy Mother was taken there for a tour. She was in a palanquin. It was hard for her to walk all the hospital wards. And Swami Achalananda was describing, Mother, this work is going on. So what happened? Holy Mother said, it is Master, Master, Master. He saw it was Sri Ramakrishna's work going on. That she said. So the monks are all excited when name came. Mother said that work belongs to Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna is there. I have nothing else to say. M was defeated. But Swami Apurvanandaji told me this story in Benares. Before leaving Benares, Holy Mother one day entered into Sri Ramakrishna's temple and closed the door. And in the temple there are some niches are there. One empty niche, she put her own picture and put some flowers and meditated. Then she came out from the temple and told the abbot of the monastery, Chandra Maharaj, Chandra, এই ছবিকে তুই একটা রোজ এক দুটো করে ফুল দিও. Chandra, every day put a couple of flowers to this picture. News spread. There was no picture. You see, it was Sri Ramakrishna's Holy Mother's lifetime. There is no picture to worship, you know. So, hey, Mother put the picture in the temple. Then Swami Shivananda went there and saw it. Then he ran to Swami Brahmananda and said, Maharaj, Mother put the picture in the temple and put flowers and worship. Maharaj said, case is serious. She is planning to depart from this world very soon. That is the signal. Then Swami Turiyananda heard about it. Which everything is the will of the Divine Mother. We are helpless. We cannot do anything. Amazing that how the disciples had feeling respect for the Mother. Then she was the mother of the Ramakrishna order. At that time, Swadeshi movement, freedom movement. Many of the monks of the Ramakrishna order came from the revolutionary parties. Later they became monks. So the British government wanted to take action that some monks hiding themselves in the garb of Gerua cloth. Thus, it was a very ordinary people are afraid to come to Belur Math and connected with Ramakrishna order. Then Holy Mother, somebody says, remove those monks from the order. Holy Mother said, no. They left everything and joined, and they are not doing revolutionary things again anymore. They sacrificed their life for the Master. They will not go. They will stay. If they will go, everybody will go. Then she said to Sarada Devi, you go and meet the Governor General of India and tell him, face it. So he went there because Governor General, those people knew that behind the Ramakrishna order, some English royal family is there. What is called Alberta Swamiji's devotee. Her husband was a Count, it is called George Montagu. They are royal family, are behind these things. The English government cannot do anything against Ramakrishna order. Chantil, Miss Josephine MacLeod, they forced the British government to change the outlook towards the Ramakrishna order. Anyhow, it is a long story. Some I put there. So that problem was solved. They withdrew their statement. The Governor General withdrew his statement that it is not true. The Ramakrishna Mission is doing a lot of philanthropic activities. They are not connected with politics. That Swamiji said, we have no connection with politics. Then, Mother of all. Holy Mother has American disciple, British disciple, Polish disciple. She had Christian disciples, Muslim disciples. We read quite a bit about Amjad, that robber, how Holy Mother changed Amjad's life. Do you know what? You will have to watch the economic side of the people. If people get job and earn money, they will not rob you. Those people have no job, family, what will they do? They rob, right time they will go and rob. So Holy Mother gave them job. And they became devotee of Holy Mother. The other villagers don't give them job. Oh, they will be coming at night time and steal from us. But Holy Mother make the robbers devotees. She was very tactful. You say, my nieces are there, they have some jewelry. But night time they will attack. But they are going to rob the other villages, but no robbery in Jairambati because of Holy Mother. She is very intelligent and tactful. And Mother told you a funny story about Amjad. Amjad was a robber several times, he was in jail. But anyway, Holy Mother used to support his mother and his wife. So Amjad was hired by a woman. She said, you know, she had a secret lover and she wanted to ask Amjad to murder her husband so that she can go with the other man. So Amjad said, sure. So she gave money to Amjad. Amjad said, at night time I shall knock at the door, I shall open the door, then you murder my husband. That's what happened. When he knocked, we opened the door, Amjad took her earrings and ran away. Amjad did not kill her husband. So, only mother heard that story and she was laughing. Funny story. She was the mother of birds, beasts, outcast, wretched, fallen, everyone. Mother of all. That chapter you read, you will be very much impressed. Then mother is a guru. There is one Swami Chetanananda. She was a vagabond type of boy, came from the East Bengal, Bangladesh. My boy, tomorrow you pick some flowers from the bank of Amuda river, early in the morning. Yes, mother. He brought flowers and to bathe there in the river. He came. Come to my shrine. Holy Mother took him to shrine. Sit down. Then he gave the mantra. She gave the mantra. Now bow down to Sri Ramakrishna. He is your guru. How can he be my guru? You are my guru. You gave the mantra. I tell you, he is your guru. You bow down. He was a very obstinate boy. Then who are you? I am your mother. No, you cannot be my mother. My mother is in Dhaka, in Bangladesh. No, I am your mother. No, you are not my mother. There is a look. The moment he looked, he saw that his mother was sitting in front of him. He saw. I remember I met another Swami, Swami Vasudevananda. He went to mother's disciple, going to mother, I have no peace in my mind. You gave me mantra, you initiated me, I have no peace. Mother said, my son, repeat mantra, practice spiritual disciplines daily. Mother, I did all those things, I still have no. Pray to the Master, I did. Read some holy books, I did. I have no peace. Then mother said, pray wholeheartedly once. That will do. Then finally she made one sentence. That I love that sentence. Hey Baba, bhadralokke ki ek kotha 20 bar bolte hoy. My son, is it necessary to repeat 20 times to a gentleman? If you are a gentleman, if I tell you once, that's it. You will do it. I like that to repeat again and again, again and again. But that solved my problem. I wrote that chapter is very big, that untold stories of Jayarambati. Many stories whatever scattered, I put them together. I made a garland so that you can see her village life, how she lived with people. She always looked at the economic side of the people. Do you know how? She would attract a lot of people from all over India would come to her, and she needs groceries, she needs vegetables, she needs various kinds of things. She would buy all the milk, she would buy from the villagers, and they would get money. So they were always encouraged to come more people to the mother, so that they can sell things and they can have some money. Extremely important. Mother is so interesting, about her life. But her one problem was police. Every evening from the police station, they will come and will check and keep their name and addresses, because they are thinking revolutionaries are coming to the mother. mother was disgusted with this police. Even Saradananda had to write, sign his name. Then a big police officer came, Holy Mother told him, you know, the mother does, when police come, does it bother you? Of course it does. I shall do such thing, mother, that nobody will come again every evening to check. So he went to the police station and said, don't send anybody to her anymore. Her human aspect, divine aspect, I told you, divine and human, I saw that divine aspect, she appeared as Kali, she appeared as Bogala, she appeared as Jagadhatri, she appeared as Sita, she appeared as Radha, she appeared in many, many forms. Those who have read Ramkrishna, how to love, how to live with Sri Ramakrishna how to live with God in the company of Sri Ramakrishna. The first chapter, if you read, you will find how many ways Sri Ramakrishna appeared before the devotees. Many, many ways. Rama, Krishna, Jesus, Shiva, Kali, Radha. There were many, many divine beings. That is the reason we call Sri Ramakrishna Sarva Deva Devi Sarupa. He is the embodiment of all gods and goddesses. Holy Mother also. Human aspect, we see Holy Mother going to see theatre. Holy Sri Ramakrishna went to Samadhi. Holy Mother also, seeing some scenes, she also went into Samadhi. She went to see circus. That section I put in a very graphic way. That after seeing the circus, the devotee brought a motor car, vehicle. She won't go. No, once a cat or a dog was run over, I shall not go with this speedy car, I shall not go. I need horse carriage. So Holy Mother had to walk 2 and 3 miles with her bad leg, and then took a horse carriage and came with her nieces and to join to the Buddha. And it is Lolit Chatterjee who took this responsibility of the mother. Saradananda became mad at him. You stupid! You gave so much pain, suffering to the mother. You scolded him right and left. Mother was a little embarrassed what to do. But he tried, but he would not get the horse carriage there at midnight, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night in that area. At that time there were not too many motor cars. People would travel by horse carriage. The actors and actresses would come to Holy Mother for her blessings. With one section I put, Holy Mother, 2 flowers on one stem. What Ramakrishna and Holy Mother are 2 different or not. I put it there, let me read a little. One day in Dakshineshwar, the master was seated on his small cot and Holy Mother was sweeping his floor. Holy Mother asked the master, who am I to you? Without a second thought, the master replied, you are my blissful mother. Swami Chetanananda recorded, once a disciple asked the mother, how do you regard the master? She remained silent for a while and then gravely answered, I regard him as my son. Another day, the mother said to me, know for certain that the master and I are one. Don't see us separately. One day in Dakshineshwar, Rida jokingly asked Holy Mother, Aunt, don't you call the uncle father? Immediately she replied, why do you speak of him as father only? He is my mother, father, friend, relative, and everything else. From Ramakrishna's viewpoint, Holy Mother was the mother of the universe. And from the Holy Mother's perspective, Ramakrishna was the embodiment of all gods and goddesses. It is the same consciousness appears as Purusha and Prakriti. That we see in Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. You see a male, female, it comes when we come in the body, physical body. When there is no body, there is no male or female, pure consciousness. The same consciousness appears as Purusha and Prakriti. That is the reason we repeat in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, Tvam Stri, Tvam Pumanushi, Tvam Pumara, Utuva Pumari. Tvam Stri, you are the woman. Tvam Pumanushi, you are the man. Tvam Pumara, you are a young boy. Tvam Kumari, you are the young girl. You are, O Brahman, you are the manifested in various forms. That's all. Purusha and Prakriti. Pure consciousness. One thing I did it in this book, I shall tell you. Some places you will find they write the biography, only those stories. I blended the story and teachings that you will find in this book. Very interesting. And do you know what did I do? I adopted the American method. When, where, how, who. That is all American method. When this incident took place, where it took place, who were there, what purpose, that way I can take the audience, my reader, to that spot. So when you will see that which is Janambati, in his old cottage, he said this thing to monks. Oh, in the horse carriage, he said this thing to this person. So you can exactly, as if you are also one of the audiences of that teaching. Life and teachings must be blended. Even in Benares, Swami Chetanananda Devi was asking questions and she was answering. I set up those teachings in Benares, in Udbur, her room. This is the way the teachings are set, blended all over the books. Not that only life portion and teachings are separate. No. Blended. Very interesting. Even I do not know what it taught me, but it is, perhaps it is mothers gave me the ideas. That is the way I took it. In the further glimpses of the mother, there I put a lot of teachings, which are scattered here and there. Sometimes we find her meetings with Western women. She doesn't know English. And Western women do not know Bengali. How they communicated in the first time. There was an interpreter there, Swami Swarupananda. Nivedita, what is your name? Swamiji's disciple, Sister Nivedita. My name is Miss Margaret Elizabeth Noble. My child, I cannot utter such a big name. I shall call you Cookie. Cookie means little girl. Then it was translated again to her. Mother, Cookie, I am your Cookie. Why, my child, I cannot utter such a long name. Miss Margaret Elizabeth Noble. Irish girl. So they made things like, human heart has their own expression. They communicate very well. Sign language. Then she started to learn some Bengali. One funny thing I recently read. Golapma grabbed one cat. And took the cat outside the house and put it on the street. So seeing that cat Golapma was carrying, Nivedita cried out, Golapma, mrittu. She could not complete the sentence. Mane, death. Mane, that cat will die, That is a very funny, everybody laughed. Mrittu. Then Nivedita said, Matri Devi, apni amader Kali. He was a learned little Bengali, You are our Kali. No, my child, I cannot be the Kali. Kali means oh no, mother, you will not have to stick out the tongue. Just you are our Kali. I remember this Valentina. She was Russian astronaut, first woman astronaut going to the space, you know. She came to Calcutta and the mayor gave a civic reception to that Russian woman. And she wrote a paper in Russian language but Bengali script. She wrote, আপনাদের দেশে আসিয়া আমাদের অত্যন্ত গরম লাগিয়াছে। Coming to your country, we get very hot. তবে এই গরম আবহাওয়ার গরম নয়, আপনাদের হৃদয়ের গরম. But this heat is not coming from the atmosphere, it is coming from the heart of you. That is a beautiful way she wrote. We never use that word হৃদয়ের গরম. It's a very funny expression. When we are after coming to your country, we are getting tremendous heat. That heat is not coming from the atmosphere, it is coming from your hearts. That she wanted to say. Sometimes Bengali learning. I remember one of my students was going to Calcutta. So he said, Swami, what shall I say? I cannot go to Swami Chetanananda and tell him that Maharaj, amake ektu mishti bokuni din. So he memorized it. That when Swami, please give me a little sweet scolding. So she went to Bhutesananda and she memorized the Bengali words. He doesn't know it. So he said, Maharaj, apni amake ektu mishti bokuni din. Maharaj burst into laugh. I said, no bokuni, only mishti. I shall not just scold you, only I shall give you sweets. How they learn Bengali, you know. How the disciples loved mother. Swami Yogananda never touched mother's feet. When mother left that place, he used to go and touch that spot and put on his head. Swamiji would never touch mother's feet. From a distance, he will lie down and bow down to the mother. Do you know why? And he asked everybody, don't touch mother's feet. Do you know what will happen? She will absorb all of your sins and suffer. Papebhyu. She has a tremendous power to suck, to absorb other sins. And she will take all the sufferings of human beings. Bow down from a distance. That is the way Swamiji used to ask his followers. You know, you can, what is called. And the last part of this book is return to our own abode. You must read the thing that how mother's body was cremated. One day I asked Swami Bhutesanandaji, did you see your guru angry one day? Swami, he was Sarada Devi disciple. One day I saw my guru angry. When mother's body was cremated, they cremated her body with sandalwood, layer after layer sandalwood, high. Then they put the body. Then below they set the fire. The fire comes from the above, from below, and then absorbs the body. So when the whole body was burned into ashes, that remains, some bones and some ashes, some people tried to pick those things and would take home. So at that time, Sharadananda became very angry. She shouted, those who will take the remains of the mother, and if they do not worship every day, there will be a disaster in that family. Everybody talked. Then the monks went and picked up all the remains and put in an urn, in a pitcher, in the copper urn. And that urn was put in, in the mother's place. Her temple was built anyhow. about the selection of the place. What mother's body will be cremated in the Lunma. Swami Shivananda selected that place. Those who have gone to Lunma, they have seen that place in the Ganges. Mother was very fond of the Ganges. That place Swami Shivananda selected. Then not only that, he said, in India, when Shwati's body was scattered, in 51 places it fell, and 51 places became Devi Tirtha. The entire Shwati's body is cremated here. So you can think how pure this spot is. So anyhow, I told you in brief some of the characters. Do you know what is in my mind? Last time when I came, the book was not published. I came last July. The book was published in September 20th. So I thought that book, I shall talk about it so that you know the ins and outs from the cover up to inside, what was in this book. I just, in these 3 hours I told you, and many of you got the books. I'm sorry if there are no more books in the bookshop, otherwise you could sell more books. So I told you in brief about mother's book, so you read it and I hope you will like it. If you have any questions, please ask.
When the Maha Avtaras, I have two kinds of questions related to the same thing. All these Avtaras, like the Holy Mother, she could basically cure herself, she could heal herself, but yet she went through the whole process of illness and suffering. And why is that? And the second thing is, did she get sick with all this illness and suffering because of taking the sins and the karma of others?
Good question, very good question. This question answered in Kashipur Garden House. Pundit Shashada Tarko Churamani came to Sri Ramakrishna and told him, it is in the Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 8. It is mentioned that a Nwara Brahman, whatever he wishes, that thing will happen. Why? His mind is full of truth. His resolution is truth. Everything is truth. If they utter a single word, that thing immediately will happen. So this Shashada Tarka Churamani told Sri Ramakrishna, sir, scripture says so. You are a Nwara Brahman, not only that, you are an avatar. If you just tell your this cancer, just let it go, it will go. Instantly it will go. Sri Ramakrishna said, hello, what kind of Pandit you are? I gave my body, mind, everything to the mother. I gave. I cannot take back from her. This body belongs to the mother. She is the owner of this body. I am not the owner. Then Swami Vivekananda and Brahmananda are there. Swamiji said, sir, you will have to do it for us. No, I cannot do it. Then Brahmananda began to cry. Master, for us you will have to do it. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, all right, I shall ask the mother. Then all are out from his room. Then Sri Ramakrishna told the Divine Mother, Mother, he did not say that, please cure my cancer. He only said, Mother, please do such things so that I can eat a little comfortably. You know, that wound, food goes there. Sometimes it is hard to swallow any food. Immediately Divine Mother told him, what? You are eating through so many mouths, and we eat only this one mouth? But I hung my head. Then when the disciples came, Sri Ramakrishna narrated what took place between him and the mother. Then the master decided to leave this world. Same thing, with these disciples are asking, Holy Mother, Mother, please cure yourself. No, my son, it is the master's will. I cannot do that. Easily he could cure herself. There is no doubt about it. She cured so many people from various kinds of illnesses. She cannot. Jesus was taunted when he was on the cross. He is a savior. He cannot save his own life, and he is the savior. Jesus looked at these people. So easily she could cure herself, no doubt about it. And another question you asked, that the second one
is, do these great avatars take the karma of their devotees and then become sick because of that?
Yeah, exactly. Because do you know what? Please remember, Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, they are not humans. You and myself, we are born out of our karma. When we die, what goes with us? Do you know what goes with us? 3 things go with us. Every one of us, when we die, 3 things will go with us. Vidya, karma, purva prajna. It is in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Vidya, knowledge, wisdom, good and bad, whatever you have, that will go with you. Karma, good and bad, what you have done, that karma will go with you. And purva prajna, past samskaras, they will go with us. These are the 3 things go with us. So, about that thing, they are not born out of karma. They are born, Shambhavam is yoga mayaya, atma mayaya. They embrace their own maya and take a form. You see, form, body, does not come without maya. We need maya. Maya means name and form. I always ask people, please don't confuse about Vedanta. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Existence, consciousness and beliefs, that is Brahman. Nam, Roop, name and form, Maya. Shakti. This is the Shakti of Brahman. The whole universe, your body, my body, billions of bodies, the California, Sacramento, all manifestation of Maya. It evolves and dissolves. It appears and disappears. But these 3 things always remain the same. So Maya, as we see that these divine beings, they absorb others' sin. They have tremendous power. That is the reason they call Poti's power. Saviors of the soul. In Christianity we find vicarious atonement. Christ takes other sufferings. That is the way it goes. Mother was asked not to initiate. Mother, you are not well, you are initiating. I am born for that. Mother, she is a sinner, don't initiate. Oh, no. I am born for that. Otherwise, who will look after her? It is really amazing that really they take others' pain, suffering. That is the reason they suffer. Otherwise, they do not have any karma. Sri Ramakrishna had the vision in Shampapur house. I am such a holy man, I did not do anything wrong in my life. Why do I have this cancer? His subtle body came out from the bruised body and he was watching his wound. Then the Divine Mother told him, because you take other sins, that is the reason you have this cancer. That karma will go somewhere. So Sri Ramakrishna took that karma on himself. Recently I wrote an article on that. Karma kalaivaram adbhuta chestam. Karma kalaivaram. We do not see Ramakrishna doing these activities like us. He did not build any temple, did not build any monastery or educational institutions or writing any books. We don't see Ramakrishna all those things. He's in Dakshineshwar, he sat there, gave some teachings, that's all. We do not see Ramakrishna properly. 12 years, that man did not sleep. 6 years, his eyelids did not close. He made Dakshineshwar is the lab for God's realization. He demonstrated in his life so much spiritual practices, no avatar practice as did Ramakrishna. So he really, 24 years of his life, he just gathered. And next 24, 25 years, he distributed. He says, Mother, you are bringing day and night so many people, you are beating this drum, it will break a hole, what will you, don't bring so many people here. People rushed to Sri Ramakrishna toward the end. Swamiji said that if you read my master in lecture, Swamiji mentioned, sometimes he used to speak 20 hours a day. That is the reason he had this wound. He worked very hard, Sri Ramakrishna. Any more questions?
Only one question. One question.
Yeah.
So, Sri Srima said in one place that Swamiji left his body, it was good, because otherwise at that time English rulers will put him in jail. Is there any historical finding about that? Because nowadays everything is published after 100 years or something like that.
You see, it is true that they found out that many revolutionaries get inspiration reading Swami Vivekananda's books. They had great doubt, the English people, about the Ramakrishna order. So what happened, if Swamiji were alive, they would put him in jail. And that Swamiji said, let them put me in jail. Then India will get freedom instantly. The whole country will arise and will go revolt against the British, and British only got to. What a million English people. And India, 33 कोटी, with 330, 400 million people. It is 250,000 people is ruling nearly 40 million people. 400 million people. So just think of that. It is unthinkable. That is the reason Sri Holy Mother said that, they would put Master Swamiji in jail because they know that India will get freedom through this person. What to do? But Swamiji said that if they put me in jail, I shall be very happy. India will get freedom very quickly. I hope yes.
Just a question, do you have ages like the first time, like how old was Mother when she was married, and how old was she the first time?
Went to Sri Ramakrishna.
Yeah,
Mother was married 5 years, 5 months old when she was married.
But she didn't go to live with him.
It is arranged marriage,
Right.
This, 6 years old girl, husband, you think about you when you are 6 years old, what kind of person you are. Perhaps you don't remember you when you are 6 years old, many things. And another thing, she went to schooling with Sri Ramakrishna when she was 18 years old. 1872, 54, Chuanada Sushoti Ara. Yes, 18 years old.
18.
All right, I think I gave you some ideas. They will buy some more books or the bookshop, those who could not get it. Please buy it and read it. Perhaps, if Lord wills, if I come next year, I shall sign your books. I promise. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mother.